Well, I've made a few changes on my shooting recently, and spoken to a couple of the boys about it, and the guys are interested to see kind of what I was up to. And there's not much different. I mean, it's difficult for particularly in the trad scenario and shooting sequence for what works, you know, to get what works for me to work for someone else. You know, everyone's individual and everyone kind of develops their own style. But I thought it'd be interesting just to document for my benefit, and it might help someone else out, and it might just pick up a tip here and there, or something to think about that might help out your own shooting and further help you out in a hunting scenario. So I'm going to go over a couple of the basic things I've changed. I've set up my fletching configuration so that at full draw I'm using the corner of the fletch. I use a fairly aggressive helical on my fletchings, and I use a 4-fletch. There's a lot of benefits to a 4-fletch that I like. We won't cover that here though. But basically what I'm wanting to do is I've set it up so that at full draw I've got the fletches anchoring on the tip of my nose, about like that. I also use my index finger on the corner of my mouth, and my thumb knuckle just sits behind my jaw, so it's almost 3 anchor points. When I shot before, I used to just use the top of my finger in the corner of my mouth, and I just found that integrating a couple more anchor points just it gives a lot more consistency, which is the key to the game, shooting any bow, and particularly with a traditional bow. So I'm gonna document a few shots. What I'm also trying to do as well is slow down my shot sequence and take a little bit more time at full draw before releasing. I found that over the years of shooting at game that I used to start rushing the shot, and you know, it eventually just starts getting inconsistent, and you start losing a bit of accuracy in the close range shots in the field. It really doesn't make a difference, but for that, you know, for real precision shooting, it certainly hinders it a little bit. So I think definitely trying to hold back a little bit, even though I still shoot instinctively. I still like to really settle in and then start pulling through to release the shot. So I'll take a couple of shots for now, and we'll see how it goes. I got my backpack on. Everyone always goes on about practicing with what you hunt in, but you never see anyone doing it, so I do it anyway. I'll take a couple of shots here, and let's go from there. At this point, and my advice, if you start changing something in your shooting, is don't be too concerned about where your arrows hit when you're starting something new. Even stand right up to the bale and just get the muscle memory. Try to develop a system and get it so that, you know, you can repeat it time and time again, and then after that start worrying about where your arrows are hitting. What you want now is just that consistency, and to build it into something that you can repeat time and time again. I'll just take a quick shot here and we'll go from there. That came out good. I'm gonna try watching a few shots, and solid but still a bit quick on the release. I really want to just lock that in just that little bit more, just to really burn that aim in before I let go. That was a nice accurate shot. Probably still could hold this that little bit longer, I think.